How do you do? My name is Masterson, Dr. Leland Masterson. I believe Dr. Aranya is expecting me. Systems of insects.
Dr. Masterson?
Dr. Aranya?
I trust your journey was pleasant.
Well, moderately. I must confess, though, that I was a trifle uneasy when your driver headed into the Muerto Desert. But everything seems to have worked out.
The sentimental human mind being what it is, this is the only sort of a place I could find to carry on my work. But I can understand your feelings.
These papers on the anterior lobe of the pituitary and the effects of the specific hormones on other living things. Quite the most remarkable endocrine theories that I've ever read.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Coming from the world's foremost organotherapist, a fine compliment.
That's why I jumped at the chance to come here. Work with you. Examine your theories.
Oh, let us understand one thing, Doctor. These are not theories.
Not theories?
I have successfully proved every point over and over again in my laboratory.
Wait a minute. You want me to believe that you have produced these things by experimentation?
And many more.
Then my eyes weren't playing tricks.
So you can see why such work as this must be completed inside a mountaintop amidst this desolation. Oh, I'm completing a most unusual experiment in my laboratory. Doctor, would you care to observe?
Oh, certainly.
Then come along. Only a matter of minutes now.
What is the nature of this?
Well, it requires some clarification, Doctor. As you know, I have isolated the growth hormone of the anterior pituitary, the specific substance which controls the growth pattern of human beings.
Yes, it was the subject of one of your papers.
Yes, and with this accomplished, I said to myself, what would the effect be of this hormone or a complete human pituitary being transferred in the body of another creature? I began a series of experiments. Moderate success among the lesser animals, a complete failure among birds. And then, experimenting one day upon the hexapods, I came upon the Theraphysidia family.
A tarantula?
Exactly. The tarantulas began to yield amazing results. They grew as large as human beings, began developing new reasoning powers. And I found I had the telepathic power to communicate with them. And then I reversed the process, transplanted the control substance of the insect back into the human body. Doctor, observe this girl. I call her Tarantella. He has human beauty and intelligence, still possesses the capacities and instincts of the giant spider.
How do you mean?
She has the indestructibility of the insect. If her body became damaged, if she were to lose an arm or a leg, she could grow a new one. I expect Tarantella may survive for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And what about males?
Well, unfortunately, in the insect world, the male is a puny, unimportant thing. You saw a few of the examples.
The dwarfs.
I think we're beginning to get some results.
What is it?
If we are successful, I shall have a super female spider with a thinking and reasoning brain. A creature that someday may control the world, subject to my will. Convinced now, Doctor? I hope you appreciate this opportunity I'm giving you to become a colleague of mine.
No. No. You can't do these things. You're tampering with the work of the Creator.
Gibberish.
You're evil. This place is like... It must be destroyed. You and all foul things that you've made.
You've made a choice, Doctor. A very poor choice. Of course, you know I cannot let you leave this place.
Some way, somehow, I'll find a way to put an end to you, your ghastly experiments.
Regrettable. I was hoping for a colleague, but... Well, at least we have another experimental subject.
Mr. Masterson.
Drink, please. Your very best. Scotch. It will do.
sir. Thank you very much.
What a dump.
Well, it isn't exactly the Star Club, I'll admit, but...
Senora, the best people in the house. Fuera. Allá.
Something to drink. Anything tall and cool.
Si, senor.
We had to come down in this flea-bitten border town. And you would drag me to this dive, this unupholstered sewer.
Oh, I find this place rather amusing. Your Great Southwest has a certain flavor, no?
No. I don't happen to be in the mood for a cook's tour of our Great Southwest. If it wasn't for that forced landing, we'd be in Mexico getting married by now.
But, my dear, you can't blame me for the motor trouble. Those things will happen to the best of planes.
Well, it didn't have to happen on my wedding day.
Now you're acting childish, and that's not you. After all, being able to adapt oneself to any situation is the mark of the true sophisticate.
I'm sorry.
And you're not angry with me?
Of course not.